Hi everyone, welcome to my home studio. I'm Kelly. Today's yoga practice is about back bends. Bono, sit, sit, thank you, sit, stay, stay. This class is designed to prepare the body for deeper back bends, focusing on your strength and flexibility and proper alignment. So get comfy and come to the center of your mat. I'm gonna have to put you downstairs. What about this? Look. So seated on your mat, sit up tall, reach up and stretch overhead, all the way up. Feel the stretch of the shoulders, the sides of the body, the arms, and then exhale and turn to the side. Inhale and reach. Exhale and turn the opposite direction. Then inhale and reach. Turn again, right here. Press your hand into the leg and hold for a breath. And then exhale, bring the back arm up and over the ear. Inhale, and then exhale. Now sweep that hand down, that arm down. Grab the knee on the other side, round your spine. Inhale, and then exhale. Do that again, stretching the upper back. And then uncross the arms and reach up. And turn the opposite direction. Hand goes behind the hip, hand on the outside of your leg. Look over your shoulder. Bring that back arm up and over the ear. Reach over. Lean over. And you're using the leg to balance. And then place the hand on the outside of your leg on this side and around your spine. Exhale and lower. And then inhale and reach up, stretch overhead. And let's come on to all fours. So on your mat, all fours. Spread your fingers, press the tops of the feet into the floor, and round your back up. Look between your legs, and then look forward as you lower the belly. Do that again. Exhale, round, press your hands down, and then lower, inhale. Exhale, round. Press your hands down. One more time. Inhale. And then neutral spine, reach your right arm forward and turn your palm facing in. So engaging the lats, the back muscles, the shoulder muscles. Now lift up your left leg and stretch it out and just hold this. And you can point the toes right there. Straight arm, straight leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, set your hand and knee down. Opposite side, first lift the arm right there. Arm beside the ear, palm facing in. Breathe in. Press the top of that left foot into the floor to get balance. Spread your right fingers. Extend the right leg back straight. Point your toes. Press into the floor. Lengthen that leg parallel to the floor. Keep the arm straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your hand down. And then tuck your toes, lift your knees, downward facing dog. You may have to wiggle your feet back to find your downward dog length. Your heels reaching to the back of the mat. Reach the hands or press the hands into the floor. Lengthen the body. Inner arms turning forward. Index fingers pointing to the front of the mat. You can check that out. Lift up your right leg. Step your right foot forward beside your right thumb. Crescent pose. Inhale, reach your arms up. Stretch overhead. Then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Right there, relax your shoulders and then lower your knee all the way down to the mat. Now we're gonna stretch. Reach, put your right hand on your right thigh and reach the left arm up and over the ear and lean to that right side. So stretching the side body from your hip up the side of the arm, your anterior or your serratus anterior muscles, and the side underneath the arm. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor, half split. Just do a brief hamstring stretch right there. And then set your foot flat, hands on the floor. Lift up the right foot, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Lift your left leg, step your left foot forward. Start in a high lunge or crescent lunge position. Inhale and reach up. The back heel is up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Right there. Now, square the hips. Lower your knees slowly to the floor right there. And set up. Left hand on the thigh. Reach the right arm over your ear. And lean over to the side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax the shoulder down. Inhale, and then exhale. Now reach over, shift your hip forward, press into the floor, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels right and then left. Lift your heels, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Place your hands at your shins when you lift up halfway. And then exhale and fold all the way over. Bend your knees. Have your ribs just touching the top of the thighs right there. Reach for your elbows and just hang right there with your arms framing your head. And then sway to the right side and sway to the left side. Right side and then left side. One more time. Hands to the shins. Lift up halfway and stand all the way up. Inhale, reach. Stretch overhead. Palms together overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and stand at the front of your mat. And let's begin 2 rounds of sun salutation A. So reach up, stretch overhead. And on that reach, I want you to think about your shoulders and the sides of your body. Lifting. Palms together, reach through the ring fingers. Exhale, hands to the heart and fold over. Plant your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower down to the mat all the way. Put the tops of your feet on the floor. Cobra pose. Make it like a small cobra pose. Lower down. Now tuck your toes, press into the floor, downward facing dog, and breathe. Look forward, step to your hands, hands to the shins, half lift, exhale and fold. Inhale and rise, reach up, stretch overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and fold over all the way, hands to the floor, and then lift to the shins, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank. This time we're going to add on lower down to the mat. Tops of the feet on the floor, cobra pose. Lift your chest up, press your hands into the floor, hug your elbows in, and then lower. Locust pose, arms to the sides, palms facing down, lift the arms and legs, reach the arms away from the floor, and then lower. Place the hands on the floor, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, and breathe. Look forward, bend your knees, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Reach up to the ceiling. One more time, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands to shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. We'll add on, lower down to the mat. Tops of the feet on the floor, cobra pose. Lift up a little higher. Exhale, lower. Salambhasana, locust pose. Lift your legs and arms, palms facing down. Lift the chest, and then lower. Nice. Sphinx pose. So place your forearms on the floor. In Sphinx pose, you want to press the hands down, spread your fingers, and then pull the arms back and the palms back, like you're scrubbing those arms back towards the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up, pressing into the forearms. And then lower down all the way. Slide your hands below your shoulders, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. And breathe. Look forward, bend your knees and step to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Bring your hands to your heart. And let's start our flow a couple of times, this sequence. Come into chair pose first. So sink your hips back. Inhale, reach your arms forward, arms beside the ears. Then exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands and step back to plank. And we're going to go through a vinyasa, but change it up a bit. Lower down to the mat. So let's do cobra pose. That gives you actually a better back bend right here than upward facing dog. Exhale, lower. Do locust pose. Lift up your chest, lift your legs, and bend your knees this time. Reach for your feet. Bow pose. Press your feet into your hands, hands into your feet. Lift your heart. And then lower. Let it go. Hands on the mat. Press the floor away. Downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, lift your right leg up. Bring your right foot forward. Set your left heel down. Warrior one. Inhale, reach. All the way up. Stretch overhead. Exhale, bring your hands together behind your hips. Clasp or interlace the fingers and then pull your hands apart with your hands interlaced. Square your body to the front of the mat and then bow over the forward leg. Lift up. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. And then inhale, lift up. Unclasp your hands and reach your arms out to the sides. Shift your weight forward. Lift the back heel. And then lift up, warrior three. Bring your hands to your heart right here in prayer position. And lift that leg. Flex your foot. Now lift that body up. Bring the leg in. And you can go ahead and bend that back knee, the left knee. Grab your foot. Quad stretch first. Then press your foot into your hand and reach your right arm forward. So reach. Press the foot into the hand. Lord of the dance pose. Straighten the right leg. Reach that foot away from you. Lift the heart. Reach forward more. Press the foot down or into the hand. And now bring that in. Step your left foot back. Inhale, crescent pose. Excellent. Left hand down to the floor. Reach the right arm up. Stretch that arm up. Reach. And then side plank. So go to the edge of your foot. And you can move your right foot to the center like this. And straighten your body. Lift your hips. Maybe stack your legs right here. Arm up. And then maybe bring the arm over the ear right here. So stretch the side. Draw the shoulder back. Now face the mat. Place your hand on the floor. Lower down to the mat. First thing is cobra pose. Press into the floor. Lift your shoulders up. Drop your shoulders down. Hug your elbows in. And then lower. Locust pose. Lift up. Bend your knees. Grab your feet. Press your feet into your hands. Lift your heart by pressing the feet away. And then lower. Nicely done. Hands on the floor. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. And let's do the other side. Lift your left leg up. Step your left foot forward. Spin your right heel down. Warrior one. Inhale and reach. Look up at your hands first. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, bring the hands behind your back. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Clasp your hands and pull your hands apart, straightening the arms. Bow over the forward leg. Do that again. Inhale. Relax the shoulders down and bow. And lift up. And now unclasp your hands right there. Lift up the heel in the back. And reach the arms to the sides. Shift your weight forward. Warrior three. Lift the leg. Bring your hands to your heart. Flex your foot. Steady your body. Reaching the leg. Shoulders away from the ears. Now shift that leg in. And go ahead and bend the right knee. And grab your foot. Try to keep your balance right there. Lord of the dance pose.
So reach your arm forward and point your knee back. Then press your foot into your hand. Lift the arm, lift the leg. Hinge forward more, but then lift the heart. Inhale, exhale. Let your foot go, set your foot down. Crescent pose, get your balance. Inhale, reach. Nicely done. Exhale, twist. So right hand on the floor, left arm up right there. Side plank. So foot to the center, go to the edge of your foot, stack your legs, maybe right here. Press the fingertips down, arm over the ear, lift your hips. Inhale, exhale. Place your hand on the floor. Vinyasa, which is all the way down for cobra pose. Tops of the feet on the floor. Lift your chest up, look forward. Exhale and lower. Locust pose, lift up, legs and chest, arms up, or palms down. Now grab your feet, 1 foot, 2 feet, and then lift up. Press the feet into the hands, and then lower. Hands on the mat, downward facing dog, and breathe. Set your knees on the floor. And then your forearms on the floor. Coming into dolphin pose to strengthen the shoulders and open up the shoulders. Lift up or tuck your toes, lift your knees, straighten the legs, press the forearms down, and push into the mat. Get your ears beside your arms. And walk your feet in. Just make it a comfortable dolphin pose. Press the floor away. Inhale and exhale. Keep pressing into your forearms and your palms, fingers spread. And I'll let you set your knees down again. Supported child's pose. Legs up underneath you and reach the arms to your sides. Put your forehead down. Now place the hands on the mat, lift up your head, and come into downward facing dog. Let's go through that sequence again, and I'll add on. Inhale, lift your right leg up. This time, turn your toes out and bend your knee. Look at your foot underneath your arm, and then find a place, land your foot on the other side of the mat, and then press into the ball of your foot, the edge of your other foot, and lift the arm up and over the ear. Right there. Good. And then look down at the mat and unflip. Lift the right leg up, 3-limb dog. Step your right foot forward. Left heel down. Warrior 1. Inhale, reach. And again, exhale, hands down to your sides. Clasp your fingers. Pull your hands apart. And then bow forward. 2 times. Lift up. Shoulders away from the ears. Bow forward. And now unclasp your hands, arms out to the sides, press into that right foot, lift up, warrior 3. A little repetition, relax the shoulders. Now bring that left leg in and go ahead and bend your knee right there and grab your foot. Reach the right arm forward. Lord of the Dance pose, Nastrasana. Press your foot into your hand, reach the arm, lift the heart. Then let it go. Set your foot on the floor, crescent pose. Exhale, hand to the mat, and twist. Inhale, reach. Side plank. In the center, or stack your legs, arm over the ear, and breathe. Inhale. Lift your right leg up, right there. Lift. Now bend your right knee and bring that right foot forward again. Set your left heel down, warrior 2. And relax. Rest in warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Hand goes back behind. And then side angle right here. Arm over the ear. Reverse. Inhale.
and side angle. One more time, reverse. And now let's do a balancing pose, a second balancing pose on this right leg. So place your hand on the floor, half moon, or use a block underneath your right hand. Flex your left foot, reach the left arm up. Breathe. Abs in. Nice. Now bend your right knee, set your left foot on the floor. Warrior two before we come out of this, and go to the other side right here. Reach your hands to the floor. And here's your vinyasa. Lower down. Cobra pose. Keep your hips on the floor, but lift your heart and lift your shoulders. Elbows hug in, then lower. Salambassana, locust pose. Lift up. Maybe bend your knees and grab your feet. Press your feet into your hands and lift the legs. Lift the chest. Then lower. Hands on the floor. Push into the mat. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Take a moment. Catch your breath. Second side. Lift your left leg up. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Look over at the other side of the mat. And then set your foot on the floor if you want to flip this over. So straight right leg, lift your hips, press into your hand, reach the arm up and over the ear. Drop your head back. And then inhale, reach, unflip, left leg up. Step your left foot forward, spin your right heel down. Warrior one, inhale, reach, arms up. Exhale, hands behind, clasp your hands, pull the fingers apart, broaden through the chest, and then bow forward, just 2 times. Inhale up, shoulders away from the ears, bow forward. Nicely done. Inhale, lift. Unclasp your hands, arms are out. Now shift your weight forward in that forward leg. Lift up your right leg, warrior 3. Hands to your heart and balance. Flex that foot. And then bring it in. And go ahead and lift your heart. Look forward. Bend your right knee. Grab your right foot. Right arm up. Left leg, or right leg behind, holding your foot. Now lean in. Lord of the Dance pose. Reach your leg back. Press your foot into your hand. Relax the shoulders, relax the gaze, reach the arms straight, press your foot into your hand. Now let your foot go, put your foot on the floor, crescent pose, get your balance. Exhale, place your right hand on the floor and twist, left arm up. Side plank, press into your hand, go to the edge of your right foot. Place the left foot in the front or stack your legs. Arm over the ear, lift your hips, press your hand down. Beautiful. Now lift your left leg, lift the left arm right there. Step your left foot forward and come into crescent pose. Inhale, reach up, stretch overhead. Warrior two. So from crescent to warrior two, so your shoulders are over your hips, knee over the ankle in the front. Reverse warrior. Side angle. So straight sides, maybe reach down for the floor. Reverse. Press into your feet. Side angle. And then go into half moon pose. So move your left hand forward, press into the left foot, straighten their left leg, right leg up, flex your foot, right arm up. And breathe. Look to this side. Maybe look up at the right hand, and then look down, set your foot on the floor, right hand on the floor, the last vinyasa. So step your leg back. So plank pose, lower down, cobra, lift your shoulders up away from the floor, and the chest, hug the elbows in, and then lower. Salambassana, reach the arms and legs, bend your knees if you want to, and go into bow pose, press your feet into your hands, lift the thighs, pull your elbows in towards each other. Open up the shoulders. Now release, lower down. Hands on the floor.
child's pose. Nicely done. So your body comes between the legs, forehead on the mat, and relax. Lift up and come to a seated position on the floor. Reach your right leg straight and put your left foot on the inner thigh. Reach the right arm along the right leg. Reach up and over and stretch the left side body. Look up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and lift up. And now bring your feet together first. Grab your ankles and then lean forward. Your head comes over all the way. Stretch the back. You can grab your feet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and lift up. Extend the legs out right and left. Reach your arms forward. Turn your fingers down. Scoop your hands in. Press the heels of the hands down into the floor. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Press your fingers. Then lift up. And then make a fist and rotate. Rotate the other way. Rotate again. Now bring your right foot to the inner thigh of the left leg. And sit up tall. Reach your left hand along the left leg. Reach the right arm up and over the ear. Lean over. Inhale. Exhale, reaching towards the toes. You don't have to touch them. Breathe in, unless you just automatically can without force. Inhale and lift. And now let's lie down on the mat for bridge pose. So lower down, easy bridge pose, nothing fancy. But bring your feet close to your glutes, a little bit wider than your hips. You can even bring your feet as wide as the mat, as a little wide. But a little wider than your hips is a good place to be. Then press your lower back down, hands on the floor. Go ahead and bring your shoulders underneath you first, or your arms underneath you, and then lift up your hips. Clasp your hands, and you can gather your arms underneath your body. Make a nice little shelf there to balance. And then as you're holding the arms underneath you, pull the hands apart so you have some engagement of the foundation, the arms underneath you. Breathe. Now unclasp your hands and lower down all the way. Spread your blades. Bring your knees into your chest for a moment, and happy baby. Reach your arms on the insides of your legs. Grab your feet. Inhale and exhale. Press into your feet. Press your feet into your hands. And then release. So now bridge pose or will pose. If you come into will pose, here's the thing. So you bring your hands over your shoulders right there. And you don't have to necessarily point your fingers towards your shoulders. You can turn them out somewhat. And I find that actually feels better. I feel more open in my shoulders, and I feel more engagement in the major muscles that help you lift up, which is this serratus anterior muscles. So below the arms, on the sides of the ribs. So you want to press into your hands and then press into your feet. Press your lower back down and then take a breath in. And then as you exhale, lift to the crown of the head. And then inhale and exhale and lift all the way up. And then tuck your chin and put the back of your head on the floor and come down before you're too tired. And then separate your blades apart and reach your arms to the sides. Make a fist and rotate. Reach your both arms up straight, pull your fingers back, and then pull your fingers forward. So stretching at the wrists. Other side, pull your fingers back, and then pull your fingers in. And you're done. Bring your right knee into your chest. Left knee in, place your right ankle on your left knee. Piriformis stretch or hip rotator, press your right knee away. And then set your left foot on the floor, arms out to the sides. Tip the knees over to the right. Look over to the left. And then lift your legs. Let's change sides. So left knee in, right leg in, and place your left ankle on your right knee right here. Pull it in and press the knee away. Set your right foot on the floor, arms out. Let the knees drop over to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. Inhale, exhale. Relax the hips, the shoulders, the jaw, the feet, the hands. And then lift your legs all the way up and place your feet on the floor. Tip your knees to this side and to the other side. Then tip your knees all the way over and roll over onto your side. Push your hand into the floor. Lift up and come to a seated position in the middle of your mat and sit up tall. Bring the palms together in front of the heart, thumbs to the brow in gratitude, and bring the thumbs to the heart in thanks. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thanks for joining me for this backbend practice. I hope that you got something out of it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you again next time.